don't understand how it was made, which to me is very fascinating because it's not paint. They don't know what caused the image itself and how that technology would have even been available.
The Shroud of Turin has puzzled people for centuries, but now AI has revealed a signal no human could see. The cloth contains a mathematically perfect projection of a body with details that should be impossible. Could this be proof of something supernatural? What secrets hide in the threads? Join us as we uncover the mystery. Scientists couldn't explain the shroud that changed history. The Shroud of Turin is one of the most famous and mysterious objects in the world. It is a long linen cloth, roughly 14 feet long, results appear